Hello, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time visiting, hello there. Thank you so much for stopping by my little channel. I really appreciate you. And if you'd like to subscribe, click the button below. Don't forget to click the bell if you'd like notifications for my future uploads so you don't miss anything. Those of you who have been here before may recognize this cool design that I have on my groovy t-shirt as the Gypsy Good Luck horse that we designed around Melbourne Cup Day. So today I am launching my shop where you can go click the link that I'll put in the description below and go check out all the designs I have on there. Not all of them are from YouTube, so there's going to be a lot of stuff you've never seen before, but everything I design on YouTube will be put onto products practically as soon as we're finished. So I'd really appreciate it if you just go have a look. You might find something. At the moment, I believe you can get free shipping. I think it's till the end of January. So you can get free shipping on orders over $80 or something. So maybe stock up for some birthday gifts or something. There might be someone special in your life who'd love something from there. So without further ado, let's get on with part 2 of how to draw a bioorganic tattoo. Okay, let's get on with continuing on with how to do this very simple bioorganic design. I've got my trusty light board here, as you can see, and I'm going to use this, but you don't need to use a light board. You can put your design up against a window, use some blue tack or a little bit of sellotape to secure it there. You can even use tracing paper, but that will include an extra job for you to do. So if you remember, this is our 3 pencil draft of one side of this design, which is going to be flipped over here eventually. What we now have to do is make a pencil outline of this. Normally, when you see me begin a design without a draft, it'll look like I have a blank piece of paper, but if you look closely, I won't. What I would normally do is use a mechanical pencil to get this fine outline so it's very light. But today I will use like a 4B or something just so you can see the process of what I'm doing. Okay, so I think we're going to just secure this to my light board, and I'll just use a little bit of sellotape so that I can, just so it doesn't move around everywhere, and I'll just use a little bit in the corners. So I'll put one there, and I'll put one down here. You have to excuse if you can hear my chicken outside. She's outside my window and she was laying an egg a moment ago, which if any of you keep chooks, you'll know that's quite a loud process, but that's okay because that's my lunch being laid. Okay, now we're going to get our clean sheet, which is what we're going to use. Now you see how it's very I can see through it, but it's, you know, it's going to be easier if I turn on my light board and then we can see through it as if it was tracing paper. So it's much easier to do it this way. I might just move my light board a little bit. Okay, we can see that. Now I may just very lightly secure this piece of paper too, but I'm not going to do it near where I'm drawing because this isn't the final draft anyway, but I do want the side that I'm tracing to stay clean, and if I put the sellotape on that side it may not. So I just want to secure it a little bit so it doesn't slip, so that we can get it as true to the design draft that we're happy with as possible. Okay, now down here's the, oh, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, can you see it now? Right down here's where we're going to begin, and we'll just get on with it. Now remembering that bioorganic can get really confusing really easy, so you've got to remember what your layers are, and on this one we did 3 distinct depths just to keep it simple. We haven't put any complicated strings coming from the lowest depth to the forward depth. We can do that one day, but not for this one. I just wanted to show you how to basically create some depth in a bioorganic design. It's a very simple design, but I think you're going to be impressed with how effective it is, especially when we have these double layers of ribs, the two pipes that will almost probably look like horns of some kind, I'm thinking now, and the knuckles, I think, will really give it a great depth, because when we do the shading, it's really going to come into its own. Swiss cheese holes. Okay, now I'm just going to look through and check that I do have everything with a pencil line on it. And you'll be able to see if I lift it up, it's looking different, but good. That's looking pretty good. Okay, that's part done. Now we can take it off our light board. I'll turn that off. And we can remove this. This is where it comes in handy if you've just taped it lightly. And you can see the pencil. And then we'll go on to the fine liner. So that means this draft can just be filed away, thrown away, whatever you want to do with it, because you shouldn't need it anymore. I file them away sometimes because sometimes I just need to use an element, and I have a filing cabinet and I'll put it under bio, and I've got a whole stack of bio drafts there. So alright, that will go. Then we will get our design. Then we will do our fine liner. And I'm sure you all remember, because I've said it a million times, anchor your wrist and move your fingers instead of moving your whole hand. Okay, we've got a long unbroken line. I wonder who can remember the rule. Do you look at the pen tip, or where do you look? I'm not even going to answer. You can answer below in the comments. I've told you before. Hopefully it's sunk in. Remembering the other trick I taught you for long lines is to, if you have to stop and start it, like your anchor, your hand can't stretch so far, stop where there's another line intersecting it, because it'll be much more forgiving. Last zone, I like to, in my mind, put it into chunks, so I then clear an area, which I haven't quite because I've missed those. That should be all of the very base fine liner. Then we'll come back and we'll put a thicker outline on it, but we might save the shading till the next video. Okay, here we are, ready to do the rubbing out, which is the moment of truth. You'll see if you've missed any lines and if there's anything you need to fix with the thicker outline. And it can often be very disappointing when you rub out your pencil, and actually I'll just clean my rubber and see what you've missed and what needs fixing. So I'll just rub this out. Oh, and don't forget to leave your fine liner to dry before you attempt to rub out, otherwise you're going to smudge the ink all over there, and then there's no fixing that. You'll just have to start again. If you look here, I missed an entire row of these, so I will quickly rectify that before it's entirely gone. Now you notice I'm rubbing in one direction, because if you can crinkle your paper if you go in another direction, and that can be a pain in the butt. It's helpful to think about where your light source for your shading is going to go before you attempt your thicker outline, because I'm going to put the light source like coming in the center, and downwards, so the shade will be going slightly in this direction, and that will of course dictate where I put my thicker outline, and the outlines dictate where you put the shade. It's a map, remember. Alrighty, there we go. That looks much better, and you'll see you can't see any wobbly lines. Maybe this one's a little bit wobbly. Let me just even that up. But we don't want them perfectly smooth either when it's the thicker ones, because they help give the chunkiness to the actual design. Can you see that there? Move it along. Okay, so that's our thicker outline. We'll leave this video here, and then we'll come back for part 3 where we'll do the shading, and then we'll flip it over and join it together and then I'll just put it the right way up, then it should look ace. Thank you so much for watching the video, especially if you made it all the way to the end. I really, really appreciate you. Don't forget to say g'day down in the comments. Tell me what you think of my Gypsy Good Luck shirt, and go check out the link in the description below and get yourself one of the great designs that I've got available. See you later. Bye.